What's up, everybody? JP here, and I got a special deal for you guys. The holiday season is not over yet. As you all know, there's one more coming up. February 14th, Valentine's Day. And you want to get your wife or your girlfriend something completely different. You want to get her something romantic and that celebrates the connection between you and her. I'm talking about a luxury gift service called Enclosed that delivers designer lingerie to your lady month after month. Enclosed is like a Flower of the Month club, a Beer of the Month club. But instead of flowers, instead of beers, she's going to get surprised with ultra high-end lingerie. And this is seriously high-end stuff. The kind of quality that will really impress her and make it the stuff that she wants to wear. Enclosed was designed specifically to help guys find gifts for wives. Enclosed is all about helping you make her happy. And Enclosed is effortless for you. Every month, Enclosed sends your wife or girlfriend a custom curated lingerie gift selected just for your wife, or your girlfriend, or your significant other, and they back that gift up with a 100% size guarantee, so you never have to worry about the fit. You can join more than 20,000 couples that love Enclosed, and I'll give you a sweet gift. Right now, you can get $35 off your Enclosed gift. Just go to Enclosed Lingerie. That's EnclosedLingerie.com. Enter the code IRISH at checkout and get $35 off your $100 or more Enclosed gift. That's promo code IRISH, IRISH. Why not give your wife something that really reflects and deepens the connection between the two of you? Something that you would never give to your mother. That's EnclosedLingerie.com with the code IRISH for $35 off, the best gift ever.
This is Mr. Impact Wrestling himself, Moose, and you're listening to the Irish Whip.
Hookers? Hookers and Coke?
Hookers and Coke, man.
You're the only pro wrestler I know that wants to do this shit in the morning.
Yeti, you're a f***ing moron.
Put it this way, I think Sami Callihan might as well just change his name to Invader
I
1.
want to know why. Like, he can dodge any question. Like, I'll tell anyone that. You can tell me but I'm going to ask specific questions.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
WrestlingNewsSource.com. All the rest of you yahoos are out there dilly-dillying you little wankers. We're actually receiving real wrestling news.
This is
Brett screwed Brett.
Who are you to doubt El Dandy? Because this guy's a serious professional.
Brett screwed Brett.
Hold 2! Arm bar!
Hey, get a nice shot of the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate your hat. I hate your t-shirts. I hate your wristbands. I hate your shoes. I hate your music. I hate the C Nation. I hate everything that you stand for.
Sodas rule.
Yeah, they do.
JP here. I got Chris Rucker with us right now from the Chris Rucker Show from Boot to the Face. Check them out. And later on today, we're going to have, hopefully, the Beverly Hills Babe, Amber O'Neal, talking about her match last night versus Tessa Blanchard on WoW Superheroes, where she came up short, but she put up a good contest.
It was a great match.
Truth be told, I don't have Access TV, but don't tell Amber that.
I watched it, so I'll be able to.
There you go. But we're going to talk with me and Chris, talk a little about the Royal Rumble right now. I got some background noise on my computer. There we go. We're going to talk a little bit about the Royal Rumble, which is, we're filming on Saturday, so it's tomorrow night for us. And I got some high expectations. I love the Rumble. I wanted to do squares this year, and I didn't get enough interest. So you guys, next year, we are betting on the freaking Royal Rumble.
Really? Well, I got a square boxes that we're doing tomorrow. I mean, there's Venmo, man. You want to get in it, you can get in ours.
Dude, I burnt all my money on fucking Super Bowl squares.
Yeah, we got like 6 or 7 people that are doing it at the party I'm at tomorrow. But
what do you just draw a number out, basically? That's how
we're all just putting the money in, and for both Rumbles, we'll just I think it's 6 of us so far, so we'll all get 5 squares, and if your square wins, you take the whole pot for it.
That was something I got from my buddy George Carroll. Used to do that all the time. We'd go over to his house, watch the Royal Rumble, and everyone threw in like $5 or $10. And,
Yep.
You know, it was fun. And what do you think for surprises? I know was it you or was it Marty that was calling for Kenny?
That was Marty. Marty's my co-host on Boot to the Face. He's saying Omega's going to be there, and I'm kind of leaning that way. I got no reasoning for it, but I'm leaning that way.
I don't know with AEW, man.
I think that's why. I think it's gonna swerve the shit out of everybody, and I'm gonna love every second of it. The internet's gonna be so fun if he debuts with the WWE with everybody bitching and crying.
Well, here's the thing too. Depending on his contract, like Booker T's got Reality Wrestling out in Houston,
right?
And he's able to perform once in a while, do appearances there whenever he wants, and run the show still. But he's also not a performer in the ring for WWE. So
Booker's, I think, on that Legends contract that they got.
Yeah.
But you know, from what I've been told by people who think they know what they're talking about, because I mean, who the hell really knows? You know what I mean? But from what I've been told, when AJ debuted, he was in the same situation with New Japan. Like, he had a little bit of time left on his contract, and WWE just paid the buyout or whatever. That's what I've heard on a couple different places. But who really knows, man? Who really knows?
I don't think so with AJ, because I know AJ was canceling. He was canceling some of his dates, not with New Japan, but with some of the independent companies. Not necessarily canceling his dates, but canceling his matches. And he would go down, cut a promo, and say, "I can't do this. I got something. I'm injured or whatever," which was bullshit. But still make the appearance for the fans.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's up in the air, but
it'll be cool. I'm as far as my surprises, I think there's a lot of shit this is what I love about the Royal Rumble. It's like you sit around for days and you come up with all this shit that's never gonna happen. But like, I think the Undertaker's gonna come out as the American Badass for some reason. And if he comes out as the Dead Man, I think Sting's going to come out. Don't know why. I know he's injured and retired, but I've been hearing other people say Sting's name too, and usually where there's smoke, there's fire.
You want to see Sting lose again in WWE? He's not going to have a win in the WWE if he comes out against the Undertaker.
He beat the Big Show by DQ, and then him and Cena beat Big Show and like Randy Orton or
Sting, really?
Yeah, he wrestled on Monday Night Raw. He wrestled 2 matches. He wrestled the Big Show in like a 5, maybe 10-minute match, and then Big Show got DQ'd, and Cena came out and helped him, I think, and then him and Cena did a tag team match. It's like he wrestled back-to-back matches on Raw.
I mean, the thing is, he's wrestled the best of the best with Triple H and lost, and I said that just to get a reaction out of you.
I'm not going to let you do it. I'm not going to let you fuck Triple H. I don't know why. Okay, here's my thing with Triple H. In the ring, I can't stand him. Him beating Sting like just makes me hate him. But I kind of liked him when I was younger. Like, he was always that. It was a love-hate thing. I loved him as a heel. I hated him as a face. But when he beat Sting, that just made me hate him. But he gave us NXT, so it's like, how do I say? So I have to kind of preface it with fuck Triple H, the wrestler, and the negotiator backstage. But fuck Triple H.
I think you're gonna see. I think your surprises for the Rumble are all gonna be the call-ups. And I think you're possibly looking at Undisputed Era.
Here's the thing, though. Where are they all gonna go? Like, they just called up 6 people, and they have no place for them. So if you call up Undisputed Era, like, what are you going to do with all of them? People are already complaining about the Revival not getting their just due. Yeah, exactly. Fuck the Revival. People are complaining about them not getting their quote-unquote just due, but there's nowhere for them to go. So if you keep bringing all these people up from NXT, and then where's NXT going to be?
Did you see the Revival shit online with Taven the other day?
No, I missed that.
Oh, they were talking about smoke. Oh. So Matt Taven from the Kingdom, was under contract at one point with WWE in developmental before the NXT days. I think he was down with it was might have been Florida Championship Wrestling at the time.
Right.
And he got caught stealing suntan lotion out of a gym. Stupid. But he was in the class with one of the guys from the Revival, and that basically it's the gimmick that they're doing. Mm-hmm. It's the same idea. And Taven tweeted something thinking it was a joke. And the Revival tweeted back going, really, you're going to accuse us of stealing? That suntan lotion almost got our whole class screwed.
That's funny.
So, that was a story that they managed to keep out of the news sites and stuff. That was years ago, and it never really hit the news sites.
That's funny.
And, if you didn't know, Matt's from around here. Matt's from, actually, about a mile away from where I live. I used to bump into him when I was going to the gym all the time. And, so if you didn't know, you didn't know. And they just put it right out there for him. And that's why Maria Kanellis got involved, because obviously Mike and Matt have been good friends for a long time. Matt actually had a hand in them.
She can't mind her business to save her life. She's always got to say something.
She's fucking beautiful, though.
I mean, I ain't going to argue with you there, but...
But, so, I think Undisputed Era, I think there's a good chance they come up. What they do with them, I don't know. But they're good talents that can make their own. They can kind of make their own path and force their way in.
Let me ask you something. So if you were Undisputed Era or Ricochet or somebody like that, I know it's a bump in pay, but would you want to get called up? Or would you want to stay in NXT and just kick ass down there? Because, they got the life. When they came here in Atlanta, they got shuttled around on a bus. They don't have to travel on their own. They still get a WWE paycheck, and they get to do these kick-ass matches all the time. When you get called up, you're going to be like the Revival. You might get 3 minutes on Monday Night Raw every night.
If I'm someone that's down on NXT, and because their base at NXT, their base is pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
But there's bonuses for TV time, and there's bonuses. I don't know if they get TV bonuses because it's technically streaming, but they get bonuses for merch. So if I'm selling a ton of merch, keep me down there.
Undisputed Era, Ricochet.
Yeah.
So it's. I don't know, man. I think if it was me and the money was somewhat similar, I would want to stay. I'd stay down there and just keep getting bigger, and eventually they're going to have to pay the NXT people more because they're not going to have room for all these people on the main roster. I mean, and then NXT is going to be the cover's going to be bare pretty soon if they keep calling everybody up.
Well, that's the thing is there's so many people on the independents that they can bring into NXT at this point that deserve it,
right? But then you got to think you're paying the Revival and Undisputed Era to just sit there and not be on TV, and now you're paying more people to come to NXT, so your cost is going up also. So I don't know, man. It's a weird place that they're in right now with so much talent on their entire roster that it's just.
There's guys that say no to them all the time.
Yeah. Yep.
I believe the War Raiders said no to them multiple times because the War Raiders were making more money going to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, they thought it was time.
Not to mention you're going to have competition now, so they say.
Right. But I don't know. I think War Raiders win the title, and I think Undisputed Era comes out during the Rumble. That's my big surprise. I don't think Omega, because of the AEW stuff, I just don't think he would do it. When the women's, you'll like who I call for the women's, to win the women's match.
Well, I mean, it should be obvious. Sometimes obvious is good.
Yeah, so what I think is happening in both Royal Rumbles is I think both people that win are losing their match earlier in the night to come back and keep the feud going.
So you think AJ is going to win?
No.
I mean,
I think DB wins. I think Daniel Bryan wins the Rumble. I think AJ wins his match.
Wins the belt and Bryan wins the Rumble?
Yeah. Yep.
What if Bryan won the belt and Cena won the Rumble and Bryan pulled the ultimate heel move and brought out Nikki Bella with him at WrestleMania?
Ooh. Ooh.
That's just something I just thought about. I don't know why, but that would just be the ultimate dick move to do, is to bring out Nikki Bella with him. Oh my God, that'd be fantastic.
Oh wow, I didn't think of that. That would be hot.
Yeah,
it'd be heat.
But a lot of it.
I don't want to see Cena win. I hate, like, Cena's won way too many of these at this point.
Oh, you mean like the Patriots?
Yeah, but that's not a fixed sport.
It's not the point. They still win too much.
There's no such thing at that point.
Exactly. That's why Cena needs to win. You
know who has the most appearances right now, and it's a 3-way tie in the Super Bowl?
No, the Patriots are by themselves.
As of this moment.
Because Brady and Belichick have went 8 times alone, and then they went 1 time before them. That's 9.
Okay. So, all right. So here's the thing. Right behind them, then, it's a 2-way tie.
Cowboys and Steelers.
Yeah, I love that because Josh is such a huge Steelers fan, and you're such a huge Cowboys fan.
Yeah, we both hate you.
So at this point here, as of next Sunday, Tom Brady will have more appearances than the history of both of your teams.
Everybody's team, not just ours.
Yeah, I know.
I know this ain't a football podcast, but I mean, it's incredible. Like, for them to build a 20-year dynasty in the free agency period, like, I hate it and I can't stand them. But I mean, when you look at the totality of it, man, it's ridiculous that the two of them have been able to do what they've been able to do the past 20 years.
I have a cousin that's a news reporter in Rhode Island. And he was down in Kansas City reporting on the game, and he was putting on his Twitter videos of when the pass hit the field in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of boos that Gronk got was incredible. And he just kind of grinned as he was running past.
They're perfect heels, too. Did you see Brady's little video he posted after the game?
Yeah.
With the Puff Daddy music in the background. Yeah. I mean, they're such heels, too. Oh, my God. I need the babyface LA Rams to make a comeback and just beat their ass in the Super Bowl.
Listen, it's not the easiest game in the world.
Oh no, it's a Super Bowl.
That's not a guaranteed win for anybody.
And that's another thing about the Pats. Their Super Bowls are always competitive too. There's never a blowout. So I mean,
you look what they did with Atlanta.
Yeah, they were down. That was on the other day, as a matter of fact, up here, 21-0. They were down. I'm like, how the hell do you lose?
Really? Why would they show that down there?
It was on NFL Network.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, that's just looking for a network to get shut down, showing that game in Atlanta.
Yeah, I really wanted the Saints to come here. It would have been so much fun, but whatever.
There's a couple of great matches on this card. So obviously, I just said I think AJ over Daniel Bryan in the championship match, and it sounds like you're going the other way.
Yeah, I'm going Bryan.
And that's one that could go either way. I just see them giving Daniel. I'd like to see Daniel Bryan win the Rumble, and I think that's just kind of wishful thinking on my part.
Yeah, he's keeping the belt. He's doing too good right now, being the little asshole heel with the title.
I think Balor's going to beat Lesnar.
I agree with you there. I think Balor's going to win that too. I think Braun's going to have some kind of interference. Balor's going to win the belt next month. Braun will get a title shot, and Brock will fuck him over. And then they got another pay-per-view, and I think it'll probably be a triple threat, and they'll cancel each other out, and then they'll fight at Mania.
I'd like to see them. They never gave Balor the run because he won the title and got hurt in the match. Yep. And they never gave him the run. I think it's time.
I'm just sick of Brock and Strowman, guys like that. I know Strowman doesn't have the title, but I'm tired of the monsters having the title. Like I was happy when Roman got it, not just because I'm a Roman guy, but because he can wrestle with anybody. Brock and Braun, especially Braun. Like there's nothing exciting about what he would do. So
I like Braun, but that's not the heavyweight title. That should be like the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
Like the lighter guys that can do a little bit more. That's how I feel. And next up, Josh picked on me for how I said the name, but Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks.
Oh, it's not Sasha?
No,
anymore?
Sasha.
I would love for Sasha to win this match, but It ain't gonna happen. Rousey's gonna win. Rousey's on a collision course with the man some kind of way. So, but I would love. I said they would swerve earlier with Omega. I would love to swerve on this one. Everybody thinks that Becky's losing to Asuka and gonna win the Rumble. I'd love to see Becky cost Rousey the title and then have Rousey win the Rumble and challenge Becky for the SmackDown title at Mania. Because I mean, they're going to Fox come October.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they would love to have Rousey on Fox, but that's what I'd like to see. My prediction's a little bit different than that, though.
I think it's Ronda. Yeah. I think Ronda clean over Sasha, though.
Yeah. It'll be a good match, though. It'll probably be her best match.
Yes. By far. Sasha has become, she started off hot, and she's become kind of like the jobber. And she's good at it. She's good at making these girls look awesome.
Yep.
She can take some of these girls, and what was cool was they showed her training, and there was a video of her training that she posted on Facebook, and it was her, Drew Gulak, who obviously is a known trainer down in Chicago, and Oni Lorcan, who Oni was in her class up here when she was training, so it was kind of cool to see that.
Yeah. I like Sasha. I wouldn't mind seeing Sasha win, but I've pretty much got her penciled in as winning the tag titles with Bayley next month.
I think so. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then you already called me out because I got Asuka beating Becky Lynch, but I got Becky winning later on in the night.
I myself have Becky winning. Now here's where my prediction gets crazy. I got her winning the SmackDown title. And then I got her winning the Rumble.
Of course you do.
And unifying the titles at WrestleMania because, I mean, if you look at the women's division, the women's division is the hottest thing right now, but they also don't have as many great wrestlers on both brands. Like on Raw, you got Rousey, you got Sasha, you got Bayley. You could throw Alexa Bliss in there, and then that's it. Everything. And then it's like Riot Squad. And Lacey Evans and Alexa Bliss and girls on that tier. And then on SmackDown, you got Becky, Charlotte, maybe Asuka. And then after that, it's like Carmella and Mandy Rose. You know what I mean? So if they combine both divisions, had a tag title and just one women's title, I think the competition would be better. The storylines would be better. And again, you would still get Rousey and the top girls on Fox on Friday nights.
Yeah, and I think you're dead on too with putting Ronda on Fox because UFC had such a strong presence on Fox.
Oh yeah.
So I think you could be onto something, but I also think you just want to see Becky Lynch in every women's match and man's match possible.
Hey man, there's a rumor going around that she might win the men's Rumble.
Yeah, I think that's so.
that's too much.
I have a thought on that, and she shouldn't be allowed in it.
Nope.
Only because they have their own.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like back in the day when only one Rumble and like Beth Phoenix came in China.
Honest, if it was only one Rumble, I may have picked her to win it.
Yeah, beat up on. I want to see R-Truth come out for number 30 for the women's Rumble, or I want to see him do something stupid. Because I love Truth. Truth is hilarious.
Do you realize how long he's been around?
Yeah, almost 20 years now, probably more than that.
He was when the Road Dogg broke off of Jeff Jarrett, he was the Road Dogg sidekick.
Yep. Then what was he? K-Quick at one time.
Yeah.
Then he's an NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Like he held 10 pounds of gold for a while.
Did he really? I didn't know that. I knew I remember the K-Quick days because I was always a WWF guy.
Yep. Ron Killings. He was an NWA World's Heavyweight Champion once. And he's in the record books as the NWA World Champ. Then he was in TNA. He was in. I mean, he's been around forever, but I mean, the dude still looks like he's fucking 20 years old.
Did you ever hear his diss songs on Cena?
No.
Oh man, it was when he was in TNA. You got to look them up.
Is it up there? Is it up there as good as a Macho Man song about Hogan?
No, it's not that bad.
Be a man, Hogan.
That was hard. That was bad. Macho Man put a whole record out, though.
Hey, man, Macho Man was that guy. I loved Macho Man.
I did, too. He was one of my all-time favorites, hands down. Now, I have... I got Miz and Shane winning the tag titles because it's just what Shane does at this point. And I think that'll be a great match.
I got the Bar only because I feel bad for them. Like, they're going into Mania last year as, like, unbeatable tag champs, and they lose to Braun Strowman and a fucking 8-year-old kid at WrestleMania. And now they get rid of the New Day, they get rid of the Usos, they've beaten all these great teams, and now here comes Shane and Miz, and I mean, just like, shit, how many times can you screw these guys over and make them lose to a gimmick tag team?
You know, I follow Nicholas on Twitter.
Oh my God. Oh.
I so bad wanted to, like, ask him for an interview, but I'm afraid of how that would go.
Yeah, but stay away from that, the way the world is.
Yeah. His father's a referee.
Right.
And I just think that would have been a cool interview. So not now. Now it's a year later.
Yeah.
But I think that would have been a cool interview right after to talk to him about, what was that like to be in the ring and win the title. And
I'm sure it was cool for him, but, with the Bar, it's like, good Lord, that just sucks for them.
Yeah, exactly. It does. And then the Man's Rumble, I said I got DB winning. Who do you think wins that? Are you?
Like I said earlier, sometimes predictable is good. I think Rollins will win. I would love to see Cena win. I'm not on the Drew McIntyre bandwagon, but
wait, there's a Drew McIntyre bandwagon?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of people on the McIntyre bandwagon. I mean, he looks like a badass, but I don't find him entertaining at all. Like, I'd rather watch what the hell's her name? His ex-wife that beat him up, and then he started lifting weights and all that. His first go around, he was married to the ECW GM. I think her gimmick name was like Tiffany. I can't think of her real name. And then she went to TNA and had probably the best women's ladder match I've ever seen versus Gail Kim. And I can't think of her name to save mine, like blonde. That's going to bother me now. Anyhow, yeah, that's why she got released from WWE. Him and her got into like a little scuffle somewhere, and he ended up saying it was domestic abuse versus him, and she got released. She was the ECW GM.
If a guy is claiming domestic abuse, it has to be a lot.
Yeah.
Because I could get the shit kicked out of me by a girl, but I ain't telling nobody.
Well, I would have, I could be remembering that wrong, but I want to think that it was him that filed the complaint or whatever. But I mean, you got to think he's probably trying not to lose his job at that point, where he was like, look, I'd rather just, like, she's crazy, I'd rather just put it on her and try to keep my employment, which didn't work. Yeah, this
is true. Yeah, well, he had some green card issues at first too, so.
I mean, he looks like a badass though, but I'm not entertained by it.
Oh, and then the Women's Rumble, like you said, predictable. I think it's Becky Lynch. I just can't see. Other people are saying Charlotte, but I can't see it.
Taryn Terrell. That's her name. Her real name is Taryn Terrell. She was like a beauty queen, Playboy girl or something like that. And then she found God like right after her match with Gail Kim and retired. Then she came back and she retired again. But yeah, if you ever get time and you're bored and you remember me telling you this, look up the match with her and Gail Kim. It was like a ladder match in TNA for the Knockouts title. It was fantastic. But I mean, Gail Kim can pretty much have a good match with me. So
where's your t-shirts and stuff at? Because I got to put mine.
Oh, yeah. Mine is prowrestlingtees.com/boot to the face. That is with a number 2. prowrestlingtees.com/boot to the face. If you go before Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern time, I don't know when this is going to drop, and use the promo code RUMBLE, you save 15%. And I encourage you to upgrade to the soft style shirts because these fucking things are comfortable as hell.
Did you recommend the Talkamania guys buy their t-shirt early so they can get that 15% off?
I told them they got till 12 o'clock on Monday and that they're going to... we were we were actually talking shit earlier, going back and forth, and he's like, "Yeah, so here are my picks," and I was like, "Oh yeah, those are great picks. Don't forget to use promo code Rumble to save 15% when you buy them." So.
The Irish Whip shirts you can get at smart-mark.co.uk. Just look for Irish Whip on there, and promo code IWP saves you the same 15% right now. They got some other shirts up there like Shug Dunkerton and stuff like that. Check them out. They got some cool shirts. Check out these guys over at Pro Wrestling Tees. You know, Pro Wrestling Tees always puts out a good quality. And Boot to the Face is a fun podcast, so get your BTF shirts.
Hell yeah. Boot to the Face on iTunes, Blog Talk Radio, Google Play, and TuneIn Radio.
But just follow, if you follow these guys on Twitter, they'll always point you. He goes live. You can call in. I've called in a few times. Josh has called in a few times.
Yep, it's a fun show.
Hey, what's up, TIW Mafia? It's Yeti here, taking a quick break since Chris Rucker being new to the show and JP forgetting how to do it. Take a quick break here. Pay some bills. Also plug some pretty cool podcasts. Hey, TIW Mafia, it's the Yeti. Hey, let's get serious for a second here. Let's talk about sex, like good sex. Now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed, guys. Listen up. BlueChew.com. That's blue, like the color blue. BlueChew.com brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so you know they work. Guys, you can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach. And since they're chewable, they work up to twice as fast as a pill, so you can be ready whenever an opportunity arises. Hey guys and gals, my package is on its way. And remember, Blue Chew is prescribed online and shipped straight to your door in a discreet package. So no in-person doctor visits, no waiting in a pharmacy, and best of all, no more awkwardness. Listen guys, I don't have erectile dysfunction. Even if you don't, this is an enhancement. And listen to this. This is amazing, guys. Listen to this right now. They're made right here in the USA, and since Blue Chew prepares and ships direct, they're cheaper than a pharmacy. Right now, we've got a special deal for our listeners. That's right, TAW Mafia. Visit BlueChew.com. Remember, that's the color blue, and get your first shipment free. That's right, free when you use our special promo code IRISH. That's IRISH, folks, and just pay $5 shipping. Again, that's BLUE Chew.com, promo code IRISH. Try it free, guys.
Hey Smarks, your boys J-Bomb and Desmino here to tell you that if you're enjoying this awesome podcast, then you'll love ours over at Talkmania.
Weekly episodic podtastic adventures, as well as additional content such as our 10-count episodes, prediction shows, contests, and more.
What is Talkmania exactly?
Well, just a couple dudes from Canada who grew up on pro wrestling through the 80s, 90s, the Attitude Era, WCW, to the now, man.
We live tweet, we periscope, we drink beer. We're Canadian, eh?
You can find us on iTunes, Podbean, or wherever you get your podcast kicks from, and give us a listen and a subscription.
You can also find us on Twitter @_Talkmania. Be part of the Talkmania family. Be a Talkmaniac, brother.
Guys, we're still waiting. We're back from break. Make sure you check all that stuff out. Check out the smart-mark.co.uk. They got some awesome shirts up there, not just ours, but their own. Check, Blue Chew and our new one, enclosedlingerie.com. Promo code IRISH. Get your, we'll save you on your first month there. It gets you $35 off any $100 order. Valentine's Day is coming up, fellas. Get that girl that lingerie. So yeah, guys, we're still, like I said, we're still waiting on Beverly Hills Babe. She's going to text me in a minute, any minute now, I hope. And we'll go live with her. And we're going to talk about WoW superheroes. We're going to talk about a project that she has going on for some 30-day healthy living with Little Egypt from the old Glow days, if you remember Glow. The real Glow, not the TV show, which is awesome, but... and stuff she's got going on there. She just wrestled last night. She just wrestled Tessa Blanchard. She didn't win, but she put up a great match with her. And I think some stuff came out about her character last night. Like, I know you said you watched it, Chris. Where she came out, was she more subservient than...
I watched it kind of in a hurry, but... She was with Lana Starr.
Yeah.
And Lana Starr, They did a recap. Okay, one thing about, I don't know if you got time for me to like tell you this, but one thing about WoW that I like is this is the first season that I've watched because I didn't watch it online or whatever, and they do a really good job of recapping you on what the storylines are. Because the last time I remember seeing her, she was a tag team with Santana Garrett.
Yes.
Well, they filled you in that Lana Starr got her to turn on Santana Garrett to become the Beverly Hills Babe. And now Santana's the world champ because she beat Jungle Girl. So they fill in the blanks a lot. So you're kind of caught up, and then you can just pick up right where you left. It was really good. And so she came out with Lana Starr, and the match. She did this move. It was like a rock bottom. Only she didn't pick Tessa up. She just kind of like slammed her down.
Okay.
It was almost like a reverse Russian leg sweep where she grabbed her like it was a rock bottom, and then she just swept her legs under. And I'm guessing that's her finishing move, but it was pretty dope. It was a good match, and then a big brawl between Tessa and Santana after that.
Yeah, it's what I did read that. I have to subscribe to Access because I want to watch. Like, I love character-based wrestling. I loved the old Glow as a kid. I loved the WWF as a kid, where it was all character based.
I like it to an extent, but a show like this, it's great on. That was one of the things I was gonna tell her about was the Aussie Princess or whatever, and then the Beast, and they got a couple characters on here that are really good.
Jungle Girl.
She's like Jungle Grandma now.
Dude, did you see who AEW signed, speaking of Jungle Girl?
Britt Baker?
The AEW signed Jungle Boy.
Oh, yeah. The actor's son.
Yeah, Dylan McKay.
Yeah.
It's Beverly Hills 90210. Like, holy shit. And the other thing, do you watch Big Brother?
Negative.
I've never watched it before, but I'm watching it.
You're watching it now? I wonder why.
Well, I started, honestly, because of Tom Green. And then Eva Maria's on there.
Yeah, buddy.
It's crazy. The 3 episodes in, and they're already backstabbing each other. It's cool.
You know, I liked her, and I know a lot of people didn't like her.
Yeah, I did too.
I liked her. When the guy would announce her, and he'd be like, "Eva Marie is not feeling well tonight," and like that whole gimmick was hilarious to me. I wish that she would have stayed and made something out of it.
And she seems like she's good on Big Brother. I guess she's got a clothing line. NEV or NEM, something like that.
I don't know why she doesn't wear a lot of them.
No. But she's got a pretty good role on Big Brother. Like, she's banding people together, and she's already plotting to be in the final 2.
Yeah, she looks trustworthy.
Yeah. She went to purple hair now.
Everything in your mind would tell you not to believe shit she's saying, but for some reason you probably would.
She could manipulate the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie. What did you mix? Some Crown Royal?
Yep, Crown and Coke Zero.
My mother had the same cough I'm having now, and she was like, the cough medicine's not doing enough, so the pharmacy literally told her to drink Crown Royal in between.
That's the good way to do it, man. My grandmother always did that. Anytime she wasn't feeling well, she just up her Canadian Mist intake.
It worked. My mother was sick for a minute, but it works.
At Christmas, my wife's grandfather actually. I walked back in the room where we went to, and we go to their house on like Christmas Eve and stay the night, and he follows me in there. He's like, "I've been coughing all day. You got any whiskey?" I was like, "As a matter of fact, I do."
Do I have any whiskey?
Yeah.
Now you tend to sip on the whiskey when you're recording, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Other than Crown Royal, is there a preference?
Jack.
I know
Jim Beam Red Stag is really good, but I'm as lame as it sounds, I'm trying to watch my carbs now and my calories and all that. But Jim Beam Red Stag, it's a black cherry bourbon, and it is. You could put it on ice. You could put it just sipping out of the glass. Like, it is perfect.
So the Red Stag has more carbs than a normal whiskey?
Yeah, because it's got sugar in it. It's got
okay.
It's got the black cherry flavoring.
You're on that health kick, huh?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to drink straight or Coke Zero with it. But right now I'm drinking a Crown. It's called Blender's Mash. I don't know if it's just a cool name for it. It tastes the same to me, but it works like Blue Chew.
Oh, that's funny. Well, only that's more if your wife drinks it than you drink it, though, right?
No, that's for me.
Well, I mean, where it works like Blue Chew.
Vodka for her.
No.
Or tequila.
I can't touch vodka.
I shouldn't say I can't. I just don't like clear liquors as much. They hang me over like a motherfucker. Like whiskey, I can drink whiskey all night and I'll be fine.
I'm 44 years old with a bad back, but I'm also 6'8" and well over 300 pounds. I drink vodka, like a touch of vodka, and I'm trying to fight everybody. Good luck stopping me.
I know, right?
So I learned a long time ago I can't touch it. I drank gin one night, figuring I'd try something different, not realizing gin was a vodka base. Same effect.
Yeah.
I also drank the bottle because it was so easy, but...
Yeah, I drank an entire bottle of gin by myself one night when me and my wife first started dating.
Yeah.
It wasn't the 375 milliliter, it wasn't the big bottle, but some asshole was like, you can't finish that off. I was like, the hell I can't.
Yeah. That's the worst, isn't it? Because you have to finish it.
Yeah, exactly. And I did, and I actually wasn't as bad as I thought I was going to be, but I felt like I was drunk for like 2 days after that.
Yeah, that's... Oh, now what do you think's happening during NXT? Who do you think, like Ciampa and Aleister Black?
I hope Ciampa keeps it. I don't want to see him go up. I kind of want to see them reformed. In Atlanta here, I went to NXT about a month ago, and DIY tagged together against... they went against Black and Velveteen Dream.
See, I think that's going to happen. I think Ciampa and I think Gargano are both going to win.
Usually when they try shit out on house shows, it's usually practicing.
Josh thought they were both going to lose for the same reason, but as heels can't lose and then form together. Heels kind of have to win and then form together and be that strong stable.
Yeah.
Babies can team up and...
I think Ricochet needs to keep the belt. He's just so damn good. Like, just so much fun to watch.
So is Gargano, though. I mean, Ricochet...
I'm not a Gargano guy. I don't see the appeal with Gargano.
The thing with Ricochet I don't think can ever go up.
He could, but he'd be stuck in that cruiserweight / US title,
go
like
the 205 Live.
But I mean, if they took advantage of it and they did it now while he's young enough, he could be Rey Mysterio from like 2003, 2004. You know what I mean? He could be the Giant Slayer and win the belt and everybody get behind him, but they got to do it the right way. They can't just have him go up and beat. He could go to SmackDown and win.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't see that style matching up with anyone up there.
I don't know. I think him and AJ, him and Bryan, him and Andrade, him and Orton. Orton can wrestle with anybody if motivated.
Yeah, that Orton, yes.
And so I'd love that. I don't know if we're recording now. I hope we are.
Yeah, we are.
We were standing outside. I said this on my podcast, and I have no problem saying it again. We were standing outside. We got there a little earlier than what we thought. And there's a bunch of guys outside with wrestling T-shirts on. We thought they were waiting in line. They all kind of freak out. And the NXT bus drops everybody off. And it's like Rhea Ripley and Ricochet and Keith Lee and, I mean, everybody, right? The most popular guy in NXT right now is the Velveteen Dream. This guy hugged the curb. He walked so far away from all the fans and didn't look at us. There's these grown men are screaming his name, wanting him to come take a picture with him, and he just ignored the shit out of everybody, which I thought was a dick move. And then I kind of see his stuff he's doing online lately about how he's worth more and all that. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. He just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not feeling the Velveteen Dream.
I like him. And I didn't like him when he was on, what was it, Tough Enough?
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan. But I like him now, and I like what he's doing, like almost like the homage to the old-time guys when he comes out.
I don't mind that. I'm just, the the entitlement that he's. I don't know. It's just something about him that's rubbing me the wrong way.
That's the thing. It's like he's cocky, and that's real.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be.
Right. What do you think on the women's match? The Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair.
Oh, man. Bianca's got to win. She's got to win.
I think Baszler.
Bianca's undefeated.
I don't care.
She's the EST.
Baszler's the man.
It was fun watching her in person also. Baszler's the what now? Whoa. Whoa, sir. You got watch your vernacular there, bud.
I love that I can say like little things just to get under your skin. I just think, I don't know, I'm a big Baszler fan. I know you're not, right?
No, I like Baszler.
You don't like Ronda, huh?
No, Ronda's grown on me. I think if the roles were reversed, I think Baszler would be doing better than what Ronda is, but only because she's had more training than Ronda. But Ronda she started fucking year ago, man. And people critique every little thing that this woman does, but to me, she's an ass kicker. Like,
compare it to some of the NFL guys that got that real push right off the bat.
Lawrence Taylor main event at WrestleMania against Bam Bam Bigelow, and y'all are complaining about fucking Ronda Rousey. Come on, man. She works house shows. She's wrestling on Monday Night Raw. Like, she's doing everything that everybody complained that part-timers and superstars don't do, and yet people still find reasons to bitch about her. Like,
and she's not going anywhere.
Nope. And this was another thing we talked about on our show the other night. I'm like, people are hate watching wrestling now, and I don't get it. Like, why are you watching just to complain?
Right. You know what I mean? I got so many friends that are like that, and I say that to them. And it's like big name people, guys that have been around the business. Like, why are you watching still then? You know the best way to fucking change it is to stop watching.
Yeah. Or, it's so much wrestling out now. If you don't like what's going on USA Network Monday and Tuesday, you're more welcome to watch Access TV, get on YouTube, like, subscribe to New Japan, subscribe to ROH Honor Club. Like, there's a million different things you can watch. But instead, every Monday and Tuesday, you turn the TV on the USA Network at 8 o'clock, and then you bitch about it.
And here's the thing, like, you got the WWE stuff. If you don't like it on Monday, it's different on Tuesday.
Oh, it's way different on Tuesday.
If you don't like either one of those, then you got Access TV with the New Japan. And wow, like you said, in that now, in my mind, those two got the second best distribution now.
Yep.
With Impact making the genius moves that they made, going to Pursuit Network. That I don't have it. I think you have to have the Dish Network to have Pursuit. Which
I have it. It's on DirecTV, but you can also get it on Twitch and like.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, I'm an old guy. Like, I'm not trying to do all that shit. Like, I want to watch it on TV, but I got lucky, and so far Impact hasn't went to a channel that I don't have yet. So. And I still watch Impact. Like, it takes me 30 minutes to watch it because a lot of it I don't like. But what I do like, I watch. And then I fast forward the rest, and then I don't bitch about it. Like, I don't see what's so hard about it.
Like, I miss guys like Eddie Edwards. Like, I love Eddie. And, like, I can't watch it now.
He just has such a good feud with Moose.
Yeah. Yes. And Moose, too. Moose is unbelievable.
Yeah, I like Moose. I like Moose a lot. I really wanted Moose and Lashley to tag together before Lashley left.
We had Moose on. I interviewed Moose.
Yeah, I heard
and he just did not want to talk wrestling. I'd ask him a wrestling question, and I'd get like, yeah, no. So I switched it up because he was part of Belichick's program for the Patriots at one point.
Did he get a Super Bowl ring?
I don't know if he did or not. But, like, once I switched up, I said, hey, I'm up in New England, and, I'm a big Belichick fan. I know you were part of that program. And we spent 20 minutes talking about football instead of wrestling and had a great interview out of it.
I really want to eventually get to the point where we're interviewing wrestlers, and I would love to talk to them about not wrestling. You know what I mean? Just like, to me, I'd like an interview like that better than, hey, what's it like to be at WrestleMania? You know what I mean? Like, you can hear that shit anywhere. I want to interview about what do you think about pancakes?
What was it? Were you tweeting with someone earlier?
Probably.
And they were given the layouts of what questions not to ask them.
Oh no, that wasn't me. I didn't see that.
And someone was like, and the person was like, don't ask me about this, this, and this. And it was like all the common shits. And the reason I think it was you, because the person swore in the tweet. And the person was like, so don't ask you the shit everybody asks you.
No, that sounds like me, though. But no, that wasn't me. I had said something, somebody had put something out like, I'm trying to think of how he worded it. He said, I just got word that there's a huge Royal Rumble angle that nobody knows about yet, but I'm not gonna talk about it because nobody knows. And I was like, so basically what you're saying is a secret that nobody knows. You're not gonna tell us, but if something cool happens, you're gonna say you knew the whole damn time.
I saw that.
Shut the hell up. Nobody.
But yeah, so I think NXT and Josh is actually texting probably both of us right now, but not giving any results. The tag match must be going on, because I just got fucking War Raiders, fucking Undisputed Era. Josh, this week, guys, Josh was going through some shit, so we had Chris. Chris is always willing to step in, and he's a qualified host. We love boot to the face, and he knows we always listen because we always call in.
And I appreciate the hell out of it.
But
appreciate all y'all's help and letting me come on y'all's esteemed Irish Whip podcast.
Yeah, shit. We lucky. That's what we are. Yeah, guys. So NXT Royal Rumble. You got our rundown. I know me and you got some different. Me and you agreed on a lot, though, huh?
We did, but we disagreed on the important shit, who's going to be a surprise and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the Rumble is
that's why I love it.
What we didn't touch on with surprises was the girls.
Yeah,
Lita.
I hope not.
Really?
They can just put Lita out the pasture, man. She scares me every time she does that moonsault. I think she's gonna land on her neck again. Trish, I don't really want to see Trish anymore. Give me something new. Give me
Dude, Trish hit that wall hard, didn't she?
Man, did you see her picture the other day? She did the 10-year challenge.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, she hit that. Trish to me back in the day was it, man.
I was always more Tori than Trish.
So you like that 13-year-old boy body, huh?
Tori
Wilson?
Are you serious?
She had that, her body was a straight line.
I think you're misconstruing Tori with somebody else. You might need to fire up your Google machine.
Who was Billy Kidman with?
He was with Tori.
Yeah.
No, you need to Google image Monday Nitro Tori.
Yeah, that's she was the teacher or something.
That's Stacy Keibler.
Okay, then that's what I was thinking of. My bad. Yeah. I apologize.
And I agree with you.
She had that, her body was just a straight line.
Yeah, she just had long legs, and everybody fell in love with her, and it was okay.
I did like the legs.
Yeah. But as far as the women's surprises go, I want something different. I don't know exactly who they could tap into. Give me somebody that I haven't seen the past couple of years. We've seen Trish, we've seen Lita, we've seen Tori, we've seen Molly Holly. You know what I mean? Give me somebody that we haven't seen. Give me freaking
Asia.
Yeah, she was never in WWE though. She was in WCW.
I know.
Yeah, we've seen Medusa. Medusa was there last year.
Yeah,
she was at Evolution. Give me somebody new. And if you can't give me somebody new, then give me the NXT call-ups. I'm tired of the rolling the old ladies out that have been just coming back. Although Tori looks younger now than she did when she was wrestling.
Yeah. And the girls are able to do that because they're not as active after.
Melina. Bring Melina back.
Oh, geez.
Bring Eve Torres back. I loved Eve Torres.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably won't get that bad, Snooki. The one WrestleMania I went to, that motherfucker wrestled at it.
Is that right?
Yeah, so here in Atlanta. Here in Atlanta.
Okay.
Her and Trish and John Morrison wrestled like Dolph Ziggler and Lay Cool.
Is Sunny out of jail right now?
I don't know. She's probably somewhere like playing with herself on Skype or something like that.
What a mess.
I know, right? Such a fall from grace.
That's there is a lot that haven't been. Like, where's Gorgeous George these days? I know she was never WWE, but
that was another one, man. Wow.
Yeah, I got to meet her. I'm gonna tell a quick story while we wait, and then if she doesn't answer me back by the end of the story. So, Pro Wrestling Syndicate used to run shows out of New York, and I used to do security because a couple of my buddies used to ref for them and ring announce for them. And I would always take the ride because I could drink with the promoter. That was always good. It was always a good show if I could drink with the promoter and just do security for him.
Yeah.
And we're at the after party at this bar, and Sabu is passed out on Gorgeous George. Marlena, just like, give me 5 minutes. Marlena is
That was
bloody.
another one back in the day.
Was it Marlena? Fuck. I think it was Marlena, was all bloody at the bar. She'd had an ambulance match and she didn't clean the blood off because she was apparently.
That wasn't Marlena. Terry Rollins never wrestled like that, did she?
It wasn't Terry. Fuck, was it?
Explain what she looked like. I could probably pick.
They all looked blonde and big tits.
Yeah, it narrows it down. The cat?
No, it wasn't. I'd never met the cat. Fuck. I think it was Marlena, but the reason she did this was because she apparently wanted to be bloody when she fucked her boyfriend, who was one of the wrestlers on the show. So she went to the bar after her match without washing because she wanted the blood on her.
Ugh.
Sabu is passed out on Gorgeous George. Sabu wakes up, fucked up, and just starts throwing shit. Like he's throwing glasses and plates around the bar. And me and my buddies, we had the ride back to Boston that night, so we were like, yeah, we're just going to get out of here now. You got plates flying by your head, you got fucking glasses flying across the bar. And that was just normal. Like, nobody batted an eye. But, like, you leave there and you're like, what the fuck was I just involved in?
Yeah, that's bloody.
The boyfriend was Kevin Matthews, who, again, doesn't really rule out who the girl could have been because he's been with a couple. But her face was, like, covered.
All the Nitro girls are supposed to be at WrestleCon come Mania time.
Is that right?
Yeah, wonder how they're holding up.
Some of them were nice. Isn't Shawn Michaels married, or did they get divorced? Wasn't Shawn Michaels married to one?
Yeah, he was married to Whisper, the tall one. I always liked Fire.
Yeah. I never knew their names. I just liked all of them.
I subscribed to WCW magazine and all that shit. So, like, I was the biggest WCW fan, man. I've missed WCW so much.
Were you living in Atlanta back then?
Yeah, I moved to Atlanta in, like, 97.
Yeah, so that's... See, I was a WCW fan because of NWO. That was when I really got into it.
Oh, see, I got into it earlier than that, back when it was still NWA. I had, I watched WWF when I was a kid. My cousin comes running out, and he's like, hey, there's wrestling on. So I go in the house, and I see this, like, poor looking, like it wasn't lit the correct way. And I'm like, what is this bullshit? And as I'm about to be like, I hate this shit, all of a sudden, this rock and roll music plays, and guy with face paint comes out, and it's Sting, and I'm just, like, hooked. And I've been a WCW fan ever since then.
See, I liked Sting better than Flair in WCW.
Thank you. My God. I'm buying you a drink when we come to New York.
I was never really a huge Sting guy either, though. But I thought he was
I'm taking my drink back.
I thought he was more of an entertainer than Flair was.
I'll give Flair. Flair was the man, but I'm a Sting guy. Like, anytime they wrestled, I wanted Sting to win. Damn, I was about to tell you something, and it just left. I think I might be. Crown Royal might be taking over.
There is going to be drinks passed around at fucking WrestleMania weekend.
I'm excited about it, man. We've already got our hotel booked.
Okay.
We're waiting on flights. Like, I'm coming home Sunday morning, so I'm trying to wait on flights to be priced, correctly for Sunday morning, because I'm throwing a WrestleMania party at my house. So we're flying home from New York Sunday morning. I'm going to take a nap.
Really?
And then I have a WrestleMania party at my house every year, and we're going to keep the tradition going.
So you're literally going down just for like WrestleCon and...
I'm going up, man, I've never been to New York. That's one. So we're going up there Thursday, and then Thursday, me and my wife are just going to go kind of sightsee and play the tourist game. And then Friday, we'll probably do half and half. Saturday, we got tickets to MSG to go see the G1 Supercard with ROH and New Japan.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
And then, tickets aren't that bad for that either right now. And I still think Cody and the Bucks are going to be there. So the prices have went way down. So if you can get them, I would encourage you to go, because in my eyes, I still think they're going to be there.
That would be smart of them, actually, to be there.
Yeah, I mean, and it sucks for like ROH, because I'm sure people bought those tickets thinking that they were going to be there. Now they're quote unquote not, but I'm pretty sure they'll still be there.
It would be smarter. It's a good business opportunity for both of them.
Yep.
For both ends. It's one, what's to say they can't come down in an AEW shirt? They can do something. Do an AEW invasion, and because AEW has been vocal, they want to work with both of those companies.
And I mean, like, let's be real. What are they doing that weekend? Like, are they doing the AEW show? They're not. I'm pretty sure they can still work with people, and they're all about the fans. What's MSG seat? 24,000, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, out of those 24,000, 22,000 bought tickets to see Cody and the Young Bucks and Hangman Page, and now they're not going to see him. So if you want to do right by your fans, you would show up at that show.
Is Page out? Is Hangman Page out? Is he?
He's AEW too.
Okay.
Yeah, he was at the press conference and he got interrupted by Neville. Neville came out and told him there was no ring in sight at the press conference, and Neville showed up in his wrestling trunks and boots with a world title belt. I can't remember what champion he is right now, but he showed up with his title like he was ready to wrestle, but there was no ring around. So they signed, I think his name is Pac now.
Yeah. Yeah, I did see that. And that was, he had a good name. He had a good name for himself as Pac before, so. But that, yeah, and that's huge. And he had a name in that community as Pac.
Never mind.
Oh. What's up, everybody? JP again, here with, still got Chris Rucker with us, and we are here with Amber O'Neill. Amber, how high are you feeling today? Coming off of that match.
I'm sitting on top of the world. I'm floating on cloud 9. The Beverly Hills Babe has arrived. If you missed WoW Superheroes last night, you are just not cool.
No.
I am very, very pleased with the debut of the Beverly Hills Babe, and I'm very pleased with the success of WoW Superheroes. It's been a long 7 years of filming and working to get to what you guys have been watching for the last 2 weeks. I'm very, very proud to be part of this.
Well, due to deals other companies made, and I won't name them, but people are going to know who I'm talking about. Like, you guys now basically have, along with New Japan, the second best TV distribution in pro wrestling, period.
Well, I was not aware of that, but I may be biased, but I feel like we're number one.
Well, I mean, as far as like distribution and as far as like households you're available in, it's you know,
we have Access TV to thank for that.
Yeah.
They are an amazing network. High five to Mark Cuban and Andrew Simmons. I'm not sure. Don't shoot me, Andrew. But like honestly, just working with New Japan, I had worked with Andrew before, and they really do. They love the wrestling product and they support it, and Access TV it's where it's at for sure. So
now we talked to you before about like getting back into the WoW superheroes and that type of thing. And I feel like now you got that going on. Plus, you got this project with Little Egypt, the Glow superheroes.
What it is I shared a post today on my Instagram. I have 3 Instagrams now, by the way, and 3 Twitters.
Wow.
So I shared it on the Amber O'Neil. It's at Amber O'Neil 1 and the Amberance, AMBERIENCE. The play on words, ambiance, amberance, same thing.
Okay.
A lot of people think it's Amber Ariance, like experience. I'm like, no, it's Amberance. It's together. But anyway, basically, me and Little Egypt has joined forces. We have become friends throughout filming WoW Superheroes. As you know, Little Egypt was the mastermind behind the Glow the Glow documentary, which was a huge hit on Netflix.
Yes.
Which opened, the creator of Orange Is the New Black took interest in that, and then wanted to create Glow Netflix, which has been a huge freaking hit. It's amazing. I'm a fan of it myself. I actually would love the opportunity to be on that show. That's like bucket list, like goals right there. But anyway, me and her have become very good friends throughout the year, but these past few years. And my post today could not be more true. It talked about being in a rut about 8 months ago, and me seeing her post on Facebook. She was traveling and glowing and really looked like she was on top of the world, and she was. And she told me that she's traveling the world and she's, coaching detox groups, to help people kickstart their healthy lifestyle. I was like, oh, that's really interesting. And I was like, I really need something in my life right now. I'm not motivated. I had this TV taping coming up for WoW. I had been injured. I was a little bummed out. And she was like, well, before you can travel with me and do this, and hence I told you guys last time I was launching a travel blog, so now I've turned it into a travel and lifestyle blog to inspire, uplift, raise vibes, and help people, along with sharing my travels and wrestling journey. So it's going to be cool to be blogging about like my perspective about everything that I'm doing, including like the show. It's just going to be my life and what I'm doing, and which is kind of like a crazy adventure every single day. But we joined forces, and I did the detox cleanse. It's a 30-day challenge. It has changed my life. I've lost 30 pounds since October. It was 2 months before the taping. And I was just telling you guys that I wish I would have done a couple, because after seeing myself last night, I would have liked to have lost a little bit more weight. But I'll be good to go for the next taping. But now we turned it into a 30-day superhero glow. Hashtag I'm a WoW superhero. She is an original glow girl. So now we're doing a group each month. We can take up to 15. And we're calling it the Superhero Glow Challenge. It is a plant-based 30-day program where it comes with 30 days worth of supplements. I'm going to tell you, it made my life easier, especially when we were filming, because it was crazy. It was hectic. We didn't have time to eat. We were filming 18 hours a day, and it really kept my energy levels up. My skin was very clear. I was very happy with my appearance and stuff last night, and I really do feel like I credit it to just doing the detox and cleansing, and it's plant-based and vegan. You don't have to be vegan. I think people get sidetracked and scared when we say that, because like, oh my God, I'm not vegan, I'm plant-based. And it's like, well, you get to eat 2 meals a day, but there's a list of stuff that you can eat, and meat is included. Everything just has to be organic. It's actually changed my life, honestly. So we're doing that, and then we're going to start doing superhero glow retreats out in California every few months, so people can actually like come and join us like in person. I feel like I'm doing really, really good things. I'm like helping people be a better version of themselves, or people who want to, get healthier or lose weight or whatever their reason is, raise the vibe spiritually, whatever it is, like that's what we're doing, and I feel really good about myself. And I'm very into this project right now.
Yeah, it sounds like it's just you trying to make people, like you said, be better, but be healthier, live a little bit longer, and the plant-based stuff scares me. So I'm glad you said it's not completely plant-based, because that vegan stuff scares me. I have to have a cheeseburger every now and then.
Honestly, I mean, I'm not, kudos to people that can go straight vegan, but like I can't. I do eat meat. I'm an athlete, I need protein, but I do eat organic. One day, like I would like to be full-on pescatarian. It's just like once you start doing it, like you start changing, like I'm not there yet, but I am, everything is organic at this point. Organic, all natural. The supplements, what it is the supplements that come in your kit, your 30-day kit is plant-based and vegan. Like it's plant-based protein. The hardest thing for me was cutting out coffee. I am drinking coffee again, but when I do the detox, I do one every 2 months, because I don't do it every month, because your body needs a break so you can shock it. Yeah. But for me, like the hardest thing was the freaking coffee. But the kit comes with these things you put in your water. It's called Energy Fizz. And I remember the first time I drank one, I could not walk to where I was going. I had to run. So I was like sprinting through the house. I was like, oh my God, this is so much better. I was like, I have to go now.
Is whiskey allowed in the program?
You can't drink any alcohol, no.
I'm out.
And coming from someone who everyone knows had her day, Amber O'Neill likes to have a good time. But I've definitely changed a lot, and there's no alcohol when you're cleansing.
You just went almost a month.
You got to do it for 30 days.
Oh, well, see, today was my first.
So see, you're already ready. High five.
Yeah.
You just ready.
You're ready to detox.
I went 24 days without alcohol since the beginning of the year until I.
High five! Congratulations. Was that like by choice, or you just trying to be healthy yourself, or you just had a little personal goal?
I'm trying to drop some weight, and then it was like I just wanted to see if I could go the entire month without drinking, and obviously I didn't, because I only made it 24 days. But it wasn't because it was like, oh my God, I gotta have a drink. It was more of a
yeah.
I've came this far.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah,
if you want to join our detox group, we got your back.
I'll definitely tell my wife about it. She's on that stuff.
Yeah. So. Please do. And also, we personally, like both of us, we split it up, because especially if we have 15 people, we split it up, and then like one takes on half and the other takes on half, and then we switch. But we are with these people every single day, like helping them, like if they have any questions. And I like it. And I tell you what, like I've built a lot of relationships, and it just makes me feel happy that I'm helping these people, because sometimes people just need something, you know?
Right.
And just like I did, I was like, I remember I was like, oh God, can I do this? But I mean, what's 30 days?
Now, what's your market for that, Ben? Has it been? It's mostly women, but it's people that are looking to. January was hot because that's like when everyone wants to do those New Year's resolutions and stuff.
But I would say it's mostly females. We have had some males. But once they get going and they see the results, it's mainly how you feel. I think it probably starts out with wanting to look different and lose some weight. But then, like, when you see how you feel and you start seeing those results, and you feel better and you're more in touch with yourself, and now you're like, oh, wow, like, I'm really doing this. I think that's when it becomes more like a lifestyle. And I've made a lot of friends doing it. A lot of people are wrestling fans. I'm getting to meet, like, the people that support me.
That's
really awesome.
I was gonna ask that if, like, the people that would join in knew who you were from wrestling.
Yes, and some of them are aspiring wrestlers as well. Like, they're like, oh, I really want to be a wrestler. I'm like,
okay.
Well, this is what we're doing. This is what I'm offering right now. I knew that I wasn't going to launch it hardcore until the show aired, because I was working out. I was learning how to do it myself, because once I did the detox, the cleanse, the 30-day challenge was right before the show. And then it ended like a week after the show. And I'm not going to lie, I went ham after, because it was a lot of pressure leading up. And then I did another one the next month. And that was like, I was really like motivated at that point, because I'm like, wow, we filmed the show. This is going to be amazing. I just moved into my own little tiny house. I don't know if I told you, I'm like a tiny house enthusiast. My goal was to build one. I want to build one in California, one in the mountains in North Carolina, one in Florida, and I want to rent them out on Airbnb, and whichever one I'm not staying in. That way I can travel, do my detox groups. Those are my 3 favorite places. And
that tiny house thing.
I am tiny house obsessed. I feel like I'm living in a dollhouse. Like, I love tiny houses. I always have. My ex-husband used to be like, that is so stupid. I'm like, well, I mean, you couldn't fit in one, so of course you think it's stupid. Like, I've been like, he's a big dude. So I was like, I just really want a damn tiny house. So I'm living in one right now on the lake, and I'm just so happy. Me and Baxter are so happy. Life is good in Amberland.
Well,
that's one of the things. That's one of the things I'm going to feature on my blog, is that I'm going to tour to different tiny houses all over the country and the world, and like review them and rate them.
Okay, that'd be a different aspect, because the tiny house thing really is like a movement right now.
Oh, it is.
There's a lot of people behind
it. Yes, and it fits into the Amber on 5 too, because I'm into project van life too. I could not do that. I could travel and maybe camp out or something, but there is a movement going on, because I think there's like an awakening going on. People are starting to realize material things aren't like the end all be all, and people are getting adventurous, and they're wanting to travel more and not be deaded out, in debt for the rest of your life. So I do think there's an awakening, a movement. People are starting to want to get more value out of their life, opposed to working,
I happen to be one of those people that couldn't fit into those houses.
Well, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's just, it happens to be something that I really, I'm just a tiny house obsessed. Is the only thing I know to say.
And that's, like you said, you could buy, for the price of one house, you could buy a couple of them, and then you still got money to travel.
Great. Mm-hmm. So that's, and I honestly, I don't have kids. I don't want kids. I know what I want to do with my life, and I want to travel. I want to see the world, and it just fits into how I want my life to be. So.
Now, you were getting ready for a trip. Is that wrestling related?
Right now? Yeah, I'm going to Florida just to do a shoot, and I'm going to visit Jessie Bell, who you also saw on Wow Studios last night. She was Jessie down, and I think her and Giselle Shaw, Azteca, really put on a phenomenal performance last night.
All in all, and I won't lie, I don't actually have Access TV, so I have to find it online.
It was good.
But the reviews have all said last night's show was better than the first night's show, because the first night was so character-based. But I love character. I'm upset I don't have Access TV. I got to subscribe to it. But it's I love characters.
I do too. And you know, if people think about it, like if they just like stop and get off their little like judgmental like high horse, like when you watch WWE, I mean, who doesn't love The Undertaker? It does not get any more character driven than that.
That's what I'm saying.
You love Kane. Yeah, you loved like Scotty 2 Hotty. Like, you know, like the characters are over. Right. And like I love the characters in WoW. Like Jesse Jones is a great character. The Beverly Hills Babe is so much freaking fun. Like, and her outfit. And you know, the Beast is freaking unstoppable. But the thing is that's not a freaking character. That's who she is. And like that's, you know, Jungle Girl is, you know, a tough, strong woman. You know, like there's a piece of everyone's character and their real personality. And David has a huge talent for looking at people and being like, she should do this, she should do this. And like because once he gets to know, if you watch the TV series Glow, like he just had a knack for it. He was like, you look like you are this and this, so you should be this, you're this and this. Like once he gets to know you and talking to you, his mind just gets to rolling, and it's, you know, it's his gift to wrestling. So he has many gifts. But
I watched last night, and as a, you know, black guy, my favorite character was I can't remember her name. She had red hair, and she was talking about the wall, and I thought that
Jesse Jones. That's
oh my God.
That was this weekend. She's
that was the
phenomenal.
Funniest thing. That was the best thing I'd seen the entire show, was her talking about the wall and making wrestling great again. Like, that was fantastic.
Yes. Like, it's, you know, but I told somebody today, it was a fellow wrestler, we're not going to say names, but I was like, Jessie Bell is one of my very best friends. I said, that girl, because, you know, I'm glad that WoW exists for so many reasons, but you know, some people were just born to wrestle for WoW superheroes, and she's one of them. Like, this is her gig, this is her deal. She was made for this show, and I just feel like she's going to be a huge freaking character on this show. She nailed it, and she's good at it, and she can wrestle.
Yeah, like I know who most of them are, so I know the talent, I know the skill level, you know what I mean? And that's everybody on there. It's not like the original Glow or even like the original WoW superheroes where it wasn't all wrestlers. It's all wrestlers pretty much at this point, right? I mean, everyone's been doing it for years, so I mean, even the ones that came in.
You're going to see some new faces, but the best thing, there's athletes like Dagger is an MMA fighter. Kita is an MMA fighter. Fate, who you're going to love. You guys are going to fall in love with her. Fate the Lioness. She is a kickboxer. She's a Muay Thai fighter. She trains at the UFC school in California. She's a huge YouTube sensation. You know how there's those, the second world of very famous YouTube people?
Yeah.
She's one of them. She is a singer. She's a rapper. She's a dancer. She's a professional dancer. I kind of feel like there's nothing this girl can't do. She's 19 years old. She's beautiful. She looks like a lion. You know, she's got this, oh my God, this girl's going to be a huge star. So, but they're all athletes. Like, they're all legitimately trained athletes. And they've been training for months and months and months at the school in California where Selena majors, and now I believe Tessa is doing some training there now, which is freaking phenomenal for those girls. They're getting trained by the best in the world right now. Even though she beat the Beverly Hills Babe last night, you know what? There's no
it was a great match, though.
The absolute best. No, there's no shame in losing to the best. There's always a winner, there's always a loser, and I was very proud of that match. I do hope to get a rematch, though.
You should. It was a great match. I watched it earlier today, and it was good. It was really good. I like the thing I like about WoW is how they fill people in on the seasons past. I was telling JP earlier, I didn't watch, so I didn't know where all the storylines were. And before your match with Tessa, they filled me in like, oh, look, she used to team with Santana Garrett. And then Lana Starr had
job.
her. Yeah, they really did. I love that.
Telling everyone's backstory. That way, like, a little bit about each character and why they're, because you would have never known why the Beverly Hills, like, it just would have been this,
right. Because
Hollywood sushi, Elsa looking character. But I love how they tell the story behind each character. I think Al, production, David, the writer, everyone's doing a great job, like, packaging everyone. But all these girls are athletes. They're very talented athletes. And yes, everyone is a legitimate professional wrestler, whether you've seen them before or not. They're legitimately trained.
So who should we look out for? We know the Beverly Hills Babe. We know Santana Garrett. We know Tessa Blanchard. Who's going to be the breakout star of WoW Superheroes this season?
Well, 100% the Beast and Faith the Lioness are going to be huge, huge stars. Samantha Smart, who is the manager of the disciplinarian, who you also know as Robin Reed. We have Fire, also known as Kira Hogan. We have Jessica Havoc, known as on the show as Havoc. What I would like to ask you guys is, now you know what WoW is who would you like to see there that's not there? And what characters would you like for them to play? Because everyone is going to be somewhat different, WoW for the most part. Tessa Blanchard and Santana are, themselves, but Tessa Blanchard should never be anyone else, But I always wonder, like, who the fans want to see, if they could see anyone in WoW that's not there.
There is a girl.
They could put a character on them.
There is a woman up in this area that's been wrestling for a long time. Well, not a long time. She was around with Nikki Rocks and stuff, but Mistress Belmont, she's now Widow Belmont. Her, as a legitimate thing, her husband passed away. And when her husband passed away, she didn't want to do the mistress thing anymore. So she went completely morbid with her character into the Widow Belmont. And I just think she would be a great fit.
I'd like to see. It's not Santana's already in WoW, but I would like to see her go back to the Brittany character she played in TNA, where she was like this crazy stalker, because that's way different than what she is now. That was when I discovered.
I'm gonna tell you what. That was my favorite work Santana's ever done. I thought that she should. Because sometimes, like, people, I think wrestling's all about showing diversity, that's why I love, like, Bullet Babe was this, Beverly Hills Babe was this, Ice Queen was this. I've played multiple characters. And I think you have to show diversity. I don't think anyone should play the same character their whole entire life. Santana is a great Santana. That is who she is. She's a gymnast, she's flashy, she's fancy, she likes bright colors, like, that is Santana. When she was Brittany, I was like, girl, honestly, that's my favorite that you've done.
Right.
Like, she freaking killed it,
That was the first time I had seen her.
She can't do anything else, because she can do it.
That was the first time I saw her, and I was just like, holy shit, who is this? Like, what is going on? And, and then I kind of followed her, and then once she left TNA, she was Santana, and I kind of kept up with her after that, but I loved that character.
There's definitely not a shortage. There's definitely not a shortage of women wrestlers right now that are every bit as good as anyone out there either. You got, like, Kimberly and I'm trying to think of a couple of the others, like Jordan Grace, that are just awesome.
Yeah.
And
Jordan Grace would be good in WoW.
And Jordan would stand out because of her. Like, Jordan's like a legit bodybuilder. Like, she would stand out, I think, because of her body in there.
Jordan versus the Beast. Could you imagine that shit?
There is a lot. There are some very fit women in WoW, guys. Like, I would have to say there's more fit women in WoW than any other company I've worked for. You guys got to look at Keita Rush. Her body's insane. The Beast, OMG, Jungle Girl, ripped to shreds. Tessa, there's some more, but I can't they're just the ones that stand out. But the WoW locker room is intimidating as far as like, I won't say intimidating, but that's the wrong word. It will keep you on your toes because everyone looks good. You know what I mean? Everyone looks good in WoW.
Now, what's been, because you've done a couple of characters through your career, what's been the funnest character you've done?
You know, I like them all. I am having a blast with this one right now. Like, I love the over-the-top. This outfit was my whole life for so many months, y'all. So much went into this outfit. I can't even, I would love to tell you how much it cost, but I'm not going to. Just know it was a lot. It is covered in I'm not lying, this outfit is covered in 5,000 Swarovski crystals. And
Really?
I'm not even joking with you. Yes, it is. And that train, well, it costs more than most outfits you see on other main television shows. So, and that was also covered in Swarovski crystals. But this is, I would say, the Bullet Babe, for obvious reasons. Everybody wants to play a badass. Everybody wants to super kick the hell out of everyone. The crew that I was rolling with was the baddest and toughest and most talented crew of wrestlers on the planet. The Bullet Babe was amazing. So grateful for her. But I'm going to make this character every bit as important and valuable as the Bullet Babe. So I'm just having so much fun.
Just don't do any more of the Botox shots. That was odd.
Oh God! If I had my way, I'd be doing the whole damn like facelift. Yeah.
Not
I
necessary.
am. You know, I don't care, but I am a fan and a supporter of plastic surgery. I just, you know, you gotta a self-esteem is everything. If you don't need it, you ain't got nothing. It's in this business. You gotta have self-esteem. You gotta have confidence. It shows in your work and your mannerism. You know, it shows in your vibes if you're not confident. Clearly, the Beverly Hills Babe is very confident, but I just feel like you gotta feel good about yourself in this business, and you can just do whatever you want to do to make you feel, you know, happy with yourself. I'm just, you know, I had a little bit too much fun with the Botox, so. That was a very fun day, by the way.
It looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I met a lot of really cool people that day.
Now, so what's Beverly Hills Babe's relationship with Lana Starr?
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Lana Starr came to me in a time where things were not going my way. I had been stripped of the tag team championship belts, and WoW, for some reason, Beverly Hills Babe, and I mean, it happened to me. I had just been divorced. Life was just in the dumps, is a good way to put it. And I went out to California for a fresh start, and Lana knew my background and my pedigree, and she was not able to wrestle because of an injury, and a real injury, a serious injury. And she has been the longest reigning WoW champion in history. And she, you know, is determined she's going to stay on top. And she knew my background. She knew all my success. And she figured if I can't wrestle, I will pay someone who will. So, you know, I didn't have anything going on in Amberland. So she decided to bring me out to California and show me the Hollywood life of the rich and the fabulous and the famous. And which Lana Starr is very famous. You can see her all over Hollywood all the time.
Okay.
She's one of the most well-known socialites. She's been on Jimmy Fallon so many times I can't even count. She's Lana Starr. And I have thoroughly enjoyed my time in the lifestyle of the rich and famous. And it's changed my career. Like, I'm getting high-profile, top-notch title matches every single show. So, I mean, who wouldn't want to roll at Lana Starr when you're a wrestler in WoW? Because you're always going to be at the top of the food chain. even when I lose, like, she's going to pay somebody to make sure that I'm going to get a title match no matter what. It's a great life.
I know we've gone a little bit tonight, and I appreciate your time. Is there any, like, where's your, I know you just said you got a couple of Instagrams. Can you give us all your social media?
Yes. There is the main first account is Amber O'Neal at Amber Oneal, just the number 1. And then, of course, the WoW Superheroes account, which everyone should start following right now because that's the account I'm going to be posting all WoW everything on, all Beverly Hills Babe everything. And that's at WOW_BHB, hashtag me BHB all the time. And then my travel and lifestyle blog is at Amber, MBERIENCE, and that's all Instagram and Twitter. And then my Facebook is Amber O'Neal. And I'll be launching the blog within the next 2 months, 100%. I'm collecting blog content right now, and I'm meeting with my team on Wednesday to get everything laid out and designed.
When you launch that, make sure you send us the link, and we'll get it up on here. We'll put it up on WrestlingNewsSource.com for you, and get that just all over.
You guys are like some of my biggest supporters, and I definitely appreciate my working relationship with you guys.
Yeah, no, of course, and I look forward to. Hopefully, we're able to do this a few more times. I would like to touch base with you, at least every couple of months or so, and do something like this, where we can follow up on the character and follow up on the Glow Superhero Challenge and that, all of that, and follow up with the blog and where you're going.
Yes. And if there's anyone out there who wants to do the Superhero Glow, we're hashtagging it, #Superhero Glow, the GLOW. You can just message me from any of my accounts at all. And what we do is, if you are very interested and you just want to chat with us, we do a consultation, and we both get on the phone with you, and we basically tell you, what it is you can and can't eat, because each week you've got to cut out, a little bit more, because we lean you into it. So we basically do a phone consultation, and if you're up for it, we get you set up, and that's how it gets going.
And if you bring your travel blog up here to Boston, I would love to tour one of those little houses with you, just because I think me touring a little house would be comedy. I'm
oh my God, that would be. Yes, I'm going to do a YouTube channel, like a YouTube travel show. I'm going to call it Chasing Amber. And basically, I want to meet my community, like I want to meet my tribe. So I'm always going to be letting everyone know where I'm going. So when I come to Boston, we need to do something. We need to go on some kind of excursion. I
am down.
You know what there is to do in Boston. So I want people to show me, like, if I come to say, hey, I'm coming to such and such. What is there to do? What do you want to show me in your town? So that's what it's going to be about, the Chasing Amber show.
Absolutely.
I got a lot going on in 2019, guys. I'm so excited.
That's good.
It's going to be I'd say a breakout year for you, but you've had so many breakout years. It's just going to be a great year for you.
I appreciate you saying that.
That's...
I don't, it does seem like, I feel like sometimes you just don't realize what all you've done because you just keep tunneling forward. It's like, oh, I did this, but I still want to do this. Sometimes I'm like, is it ever going to be enough? And then I'm like, no, it should never be enough. There's so much to do.
Yeah, we got to.
It's going to be the biggest year ever.
We got to get you up here to Boston. We got to get Wild Superheroes traveling. And maybe we'll work out with something with the Glow Superheroes if you guys can do traveling classes with that.
I do hope and pray that there are some WoW superhero tours in the future. We're going to put that into the universe, and
that would be fun.
Yeah.
Positive vibes so everyone can get to tour and see the WoW superhero shows. That's an ultimate dream for me.
Atlanta first. Atlanta would be great.
I used to live in Atlanta.
That's Josh. Chris is down there now. So that's the thing is, like, we cover the globe. You got me in Boston. We got Chris down south in Atlanta. We got Josh in Montana. So
you guys are everywhere.
You really are. The power of the internet is crazy.
That's 3 places that I need to visit. I used to live in Atlanta, but I didn't adventure much when I lived there. I just kind of like stayed home.
Traffic's too bad to adventure anywhere here.
It's so bad, yeah.
Chris can show you where the Patriots are about to play the Super Bowl.
All right. Well, this has been the Irish Whip Podcast.
That's a whole nother day. Who are you guys? I am pulling for the Rams because I'm not a hater. I do understand that Tom Brady is the LeBron James of the NFL. Although I think Cam Newton is the LeBron James of the NFL, but we're not going to talk about that right now. He's hurt.
I agree.
Don't say anything.
That is a great take.
Yes. But I'm pulling for the Rams. Hello, I love LA. I'm Beverly Hills Babe. And I do not like Tom Brady, no matter how hot he is.
I'm pulling for the Rams, even though they eliminated my Cowboys. I'm going for the Rams because I'm just sick of the Patriots. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm all about Dallas this year because Prescott and Cooper are on fire.
Oh my God, we should be a tag team. Do y'all like guys in the wild?
No, but I love football, and I'm a player girl. I'm not like, I've lived so many places. I've been watching football for so many years. I am a big player person. Like, I like Cam Newton, I like Cooper, I like Prescott, but I was a huge Dallas Cowboys fan for many, many years. Deion Sanders is my favorite player of all time, and so is Michael Irving.
Oh, you're just getting smarter and smarter as we talk.
Really? Deion Sanders? Deion Sanders, really?
Yes, I mean, it's not even like I love him. I like to be entertained when I'm watching sports. I'm also a huge Ray Lewis fan.
Right. Don't you cowboy shame her either. You leave her alone. She can be a Cowboys fan.
I get it. People hate on me all the time for liking all these different outlets. They're like, you're not a real fan. I'm like, no, I'm a fan of who's playing the game, not a fan of the town they're playing for. So,
I think the game could go either way. I'm pulling for the Patriots. They are my Patriots. I'm part of Patriot Nation. I keep welcoming Chris aboard.
Congratulations. Boston fans love their damn town. You guys are very passionate about it. But you guys have good teams too. So.
Well, it was hard for a long time to be a Boston sports fan in general. So... Yeah. We live in the glory days of it now, but like I'm 44. I grew up in the 80s where the Sox lost it in '86 because of a weird bounce on a ground ball. So it's the glory days now. New England Patriots games were blacked out because they couldn't sell the arena out.
They were playing Cheers up there when the Patriots game was on.
That's
Wow.
True story.
You guys have been on fire for years, though.
Yeah, it's been a good 20 years now. I'm just an old man. But Amber,
and go ahead. We could talk about this all day, honestly. So
right? Yeah, the sports. Especially
this is what I like, though. I'd rather talk about life than wrestling. But whatever.
Well, we can do that too one day.
Yes. Well, yeah, that'll be a thing where we just get on and we talk about like what you went shopping for at the grocery store, and that could help with like just different because everybody asks you the wrestling questions, and I try to be a little bit different.
Well, I got to tell you, this has been one of my favorite podcasts because, and you guys killed me the first time when the guy was like, so. David was a badass bitch. Like I was like, oh wow, these people have done their homework because a lot of times I do tend to not do a million podcasts because it is so repetitive. It's the same questions all the time.
Right.
So you guys have done a great. This has been very natural, like a natural convo.
That's right. Josh went through like the 5 minutes of Amber with you, huh?
I thought that was one of my favorite podcast moments in history. I was like, okay, high five, let's do this.
Yeah, and that was why, because you've been doing it for so long. Like, I could get in and talk with the girls that were around when you started out with you and stuff at one point, and I would love to do that.
Mm-hmm. So many girls I have so much love for.
Yeah, back then there was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see you and Santana team up again.
You know, you might get to see that. So don't. I don't think that you're wishing for something that's impossible there. I do think that you'll get to see that.
Well, I'll make sure.
Honestly, I hope so too.
I'll make sure I'm tuned in to XS TV every Friday night then.
I love Santana, but I don't want to be goody all the time. That's how I am.
You got to bring the Britney out of her.
You may see that one day.
I think JP is frozen on my screen right now, so I don't know. I don't know if this is still recording or what. He's like just completely gone.
He might have pieced out.
And yes, indeed, it is in fact truth that JP's computer crashed and JP did peace out. So again, we want to thank Amber for taking the time, hanging out. Always one of my closest and greatest friends in the business. Amber, we love you, and we look forward to seeing you doing more of everything that you continue to do. So again, on behalf of Chris Rucker, great job, brother. On behalf of JP and me, the Yeti, thanks again for listening to the Irish Whip Podcast.